So if I were to show you guys some gameplay right now of Crazy Taxi, I'm assuming the first thing that would come up into your head is, hey, this looks like it could be an arcade game. And if you thought that, well, then you're a very smart human being, because it was an arcade machine. What up, you guys? My name is Ivan and welcome to today's video. So today we have a review video. Yay, this is the first time we're gonna do a review video in the kind of tempo that I'm doing. So once again, I said I wasn't gonna do as much of a heavy script, but I am still gonna try to, actually give some detail about the video games rather than just half-ass talk about them. Even though I'm still gonna end up half-ass talking about them, at least you guys know that I'm putting in a little bit more effort. I was actually writing out this full script for the Crazy Taxi video before I realized it's not the type of video I wanted to do, but I'm still gonna use it, to kind of base off where I'm gonna be in this video. Now, I take criticism very well, so everybody in the last video, they're like, hey Ivan, cool video and all, but it was pretty dark. Don't worry guys, I added a second light. Hopefully it does make a difference. I'm assuming it'll make a difference because it is twice the light, but that also means it's twice the heat. And I can't have any fans on or any AC on during the video because then you're gonna hear a little the entire time. So yeah, we're gonna try to get this video over with as soon as possible. Why? Because it's hot here. I feel like I actually talked about this maybe like 2 years ago. If you guys are, if you guys have been watching for the last 2 years, yeah, I was talking about how hot it is when I'm recording, and things haven't changed. So let's get started. Now, for those of you saying, Ivan, we still don't know what Crazy Taxi is, you just said what it was and then said what it was on. Well, you guys are right. Here's some gameplay right here. And let me just talk about it real quick as I'm showing you guys some quick gameplay of it. Now, Crazy Taxi is a fast-paced driving game that wants you to drive like an absolute maniac. Some would say it even makes you drive a little crazy. The game allows for you to pick one of 4 drivers. You have Axel, Gus, BD, Joe, and Gina. They're all colorful characters with different personality traits and different types of cars. There isn't much of a difference between the characters. I played the game and I really didn't notice much of a difference. The only thing I will say is the cars kind of drive a little bit different, and different the commentary that each person has. But that's basically it. You're not really getting anything out of playing each character. It doesn't feel new. So you pick one of the 4 taxi drivers and you're a crazy taxi, so you drive really fast and you're supposed to pick people up and then take them wherever they're supposed to be. That's the job of a taxi. Look, if I'm being honest, I don't really need to talk about the game. It's pretty self-explanatory. Crazy taxi. You're supposed to be a taxi that's crazy, so you drive crazy. You get points for narrowly missing cars and all that, and that's cool, but at the end of the day, your job is to just rack up the most points you can in the amount of time allotted. The GameCube version is a little bit different from the arcade version, as it has 2 expansive interactive courses for extensive gameplay. It has 3 game modes: the arcade version, the original, and Crazy Box. Now, I really can't tell you a difference between the arcade one and the original one. I looked it up on the internet and it said something about, I guess, like the room being more spaceful, but I've never played the arcade one, so I wouldn't know. One big plus for the GameCube version, though, is that it does retain the original music for the arcade game. When they released it on other platforms, they actually had to change the music because of copyright issues, I believe. And what else? I don't actually know what else I need to talk about. The music's pretty good. That's the best part about the game, if I'm being honest. I really like the music. It's really catchy. It's one of the best soundtracks I've ever played in any video game, and it's not an exaggeration. If you play Crazy Taxi for more than 30 minutes, you will have that theme song in your head. So the music is sick. The game, oh yeah, I forgot to talk about that. I only usually put it to like 90 seconds. I only have a minute and a half of actual gaming time. I just try to get as many people, try to beat my high score, then it tells me my rank. I try to beat it, and I guess that's the fun in it. It's kind of like an arcade game. Don't get me wrong, I like Crazy Taxi, I like it a lot. It's a really good game for about 30 minutes, and then it starts getting repetitive. I'd say less than 30 minutes if I'm being honest. I'd give it 15. I played it for an hour, but that's only because I had to make this review. But seriously, I wasn't having that much of a good time towards the end of it. I started listening to my music, if anything. Like, I can't understand why they ported it to. So, okay, well, I can't understand it. It's for the money, and obviously it did well. If I have the player's choice version, I just don't understand where's the market for it. Like, did the game retail at 60? I don't know if 60 was the price back in 2000. I'm assuming it is. Was it priced at the retail version of other video games? Because if I can get this or Luigi's Mansion for the same price, it's not a question. Like, it works best as an arcade game, okay? You really can't go much higher than your score. You're gonna try to beat it, and then maybe once you do beat it, you're gonna be tired already. At least other arcade games like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat, well, those games, you know, they added replayability by adding a story, by giving us characters that we can invest in. You can't invest in a character that only says something when you scroll to him to pick that character. Like what? Am I supposed to love Axel because he has green hair? Am I supposed to like Gus because he has a freaking stomach? What? Oh, cool BD Joe, you know, cool black guy. Or what? Gina because she's a woman? No. None of these characters have any personalities. Why? Because they're not characters. They're just the person that drives. Look, Crazy Taxi, it's a real fun game for about 20 minutes. It's an arcade game. It should have stayed an arcade game. I think it'd actually be better in the arcade because, you know, it's cool on the GameCube controller. I feel like it'd be a lot better to actually grab the steering wheel. So if you're asking me to give you a score on a GameCube game that actually works better as an arcade game because it was an arcade game, you're asking me to give you a score on a game that has no replayability. Maybe every 6-7 months, maybe a year goes by, and then you'll look at it like, oh cool, Crazy Taxi, and then you'll play it. Oh, then cool, do you, that's fine. But for me, I don't know, if I could pick between a different game and Crazy Taxi, and the game had any story, even if the game isn't as fun, well, it has more of a story. Okay, well, it should be more fun. Like, the game doesn't have any replayability. I like it, it's cool. The Crazy Box game mode, I appreciate it. I guess it was their attempt to try to add a little variety to the game, but you can't go much farther with this type of game. You can't even really hit people. If you get frustrated and trying to hit someone, even if you hit them clean, it still gives you the animation of them moving out the way. It doesn't make any sense and it sucks. I like you, Crazy Taxi. You're a really cool game and I have some fond memories of you because I've owned this game since I was a little kid. I don't even remember how I got it. It just appeared. So that's the only reason I'm gonna let you slide with a 6.2 out of 10. Okay, it could have been an F. Okay, you got a D. You got a D. Okay, I wouldn't recommend it. I think there's a lot of better games that you can pay for. Even if this game was $5, I can give you so many games that are better for $5. But yeah, if you want to collect the full GameCube collection, be my guest. If you want to get Crazy Taxi because you love it, be my guest. It's a 6.2 for me, but it could be something else for you guys. At the end of the day, this is my opinion. No one's review should really determine whether you get the game, unless everybody's telling you to, you don't know. Even if everyone says it's trash and you like the game, well then you get the game. You know, if you like Pig Simulator is that a game? If I give it a 6.2, but Crazy Taxi is the best game you ever played, well then that's all right. Everyone's a gamer with a different opinion. Thank you guys for watching this video. Yes, I actually consistently uploaded, and I am already planning as we speak my next video. I'm really trying to do this, even though my school year is already coming back to me, which means I probably won't be as consistent as I am for this last month of summer. So, you know, yeah, we still have a couple weeks left of the summer. Let's try to get as many videos as we can. So, you know, maybe if I see some signs of YouTube money, well then, you know, I can drop out of college and then never have to do that again. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Ivan. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment whatever you want. I respond to all comments unless they're my friends. Subscribe, obviously. And if you have subscribed, well, then I'd appreciate if you guys hit that notification bell. Seriously, I'm trying to get as many views as I can. I'm trying to grow this channel as much as I can. So every single view helps, okay? Even if it's just to comment, you suck, and then dislike my video, well, you know, I appreciate any views. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next one.